Hello. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Looks decent enough. Welcome, welcome. I assume many people are probably still watching Midnight. How's everyone's week been? Ooh, this variation is interesting. So it's approach Sanrense, Pincer, 3-3, block, push there, and go up and set it down. They Hane, but then he descended down instead. Blocked. Hane pushed there. Hane. Something or another. Oh, he descended down first. Got it. This descend down is I think a newer one versus like pushing up. It used to be pushing up before descend down, but I guess now it's descend down. I'm actually curious. I guess I can do AI Sensei. Whew. Down, 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 down. And then restrict region. So I know about B and C, but A was a lot less common before AI. Surprising that C is a loss. I know it wasn't the most popular, but I thought it was pretty interesting. It used to be, this was the first and easiest one that you learned. But this one was quite fun to play. Because not many people knew how to deal with it. I'm surprised none of the patterns are mentioned here. The one that I knew was this one right here. And then you sacrificed it. And what made it interesting was a lot of players would go here, which is a minor loss for black. So it can be pretty interesting. So this one, oh, not there. This one I think is quite easy to remember. But I don't know this one. This is surprising. I don't know 8-9. Maybe it's a new one. Okay. It is open review, so if anyone would like a game review, simply let me know. Might start out with the small game first while we're waiting on people. It's 2.99.
Game started.
I'm really bad at 9x9. And then here. Okay, here's where it's tricky. I believe it's around this or it's around this. I want to say this one's a little bit more powerful. Here, here. And there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So white wins. I could clamp there, push there, there, Atari there, ladder. Oh, number 9's so hard. Over here. Let's try here. Let's see what happens here. Touching is a lot more forced. Go here or here. Can also Hane. So if I go right here, here, there, there. It's an interesting idea. Did ignore my touch though, so maybe I should punish that first.
10.
Punish the ignoring the touch move first. And hello to the new people. It is open reviews. If you would like a game review. There. 1, 2, 3. That is a problem.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Should I make this a Miai? So I get up here or I get down here? Which one do you want me to attack? Because I'm fine with attacking either. There.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If I go here, oh, is it Fisher? It's Fisher. Oh, good thing I caught that. Hane, cut there, Hane there.
9, 8, 7,
Interesting.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was all fine and dandy as long as OGS doesn't lag. Here. Okay, wait, it's 2, 4, 6, 7, and I can get 2, 3, 4 in the corner at most. If I go here, here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Not nearly enough. So I need this move first. Did I lose? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
10. 9,
18, maybe 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, it looks like I lost. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, there's nothing I can do against it about it either. It's too late in the game. He definitely has Komi. Is this Sente? I don't think this is Sente. There. It is definitely Sente. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Mm-hmm. May as well. See if we can get a goose to Suji out of it. Mm-hmm. This gives me more co-threats. Oh, he's not gonna let it happen. Ah, why is he gotta be good at the game? It's Japanese rules, isn't it?
remove the dead stones.
He wouldn't give me the Tsuchi.
White wins.
GG. I'm so bad at 9x9. Like, I don't know how to win. I can never make enough points with either color. Okay. Does anyone have a game they would like reviewed? I could stalk midnight while we wait. If anyone has any questions or would like their game reviewed, um, so black has this, white has this. White has a bunch of holes right here. It's a very weird section right here. I think there's probably like, let's see, Hane there. Oh, should analyze, I guess. So regardless of what white plays, here, 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 here. It's quite interesting. Yeah, that's some Aji. There's this idea as well. Which I guess this doesn't do all that much. Yeah, I think there's a lot of openings in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is 21. let me shift this so when I lean forward. It's 21 right here. 2, 4, 5. Let me actually check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 26. 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. White 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. I think I prefer black. However, if black can never do anything in here, that's a lot of cash. So it could still go either way, but I think I prefer black. No one ever considers the connection, and I don't know why. It's a pretty interesting move sometimes. I would definitely not do that because I want to protect this, right? Do I go here? Is this good? Because if I do that, peep there, push there doesn't do anything, right? The question is, does this work? It looks like it does. I want to say this works because it blocks a lot on the right, but you definitely don't want to be on the top side. This cut's annoying. If white's losing, white wants to like make it difficult, right? Yeah, that cut's annoying because you can't net it. There's no net, so white can cut that and make black's life annoying. Hmm. White is watching their cutting points here, but they're not watching them down here. So that's interesting. That's a cute move by black. Uh, it works, I guess. So it's fine. But this cutting point is a little bit annoying. So if I connect and then cut, you're probably just going to make life. So what if I play over here and try to make some points with threatening the cut? Or should I just still cut? So if white cuts, black tries to make the base, and you undercut it, then Atari, is it dead? Oh my gosh, it might have to connect at H18 because I don't know if it can make two eyes. Wow, it might have been dead. Or at least it was close to death. That cut was very powerful. I don't know if it is now, but because now black has a pretty close to life. So if black can live here in Sente and then get to down here, I think black wins. Yeah, if black just makes sure that this stuff is alive and this cut doesn't matter, then down here should be good to go. Yeah. As long as give me that pin. I want the pin. As long as this cut doesn't matter, these are alive, then all black has to do is destroy this. And black wins. And this is a very loose shape. So there's lots of ideas in here. Lots of ideas. Mm. So white has to do something down here now, right? Can I Zen mode and... I want to Zen mode and have a pen. And welcome new people. It is open review, so if you would like me to analyze your game, I can do so. And while we wait, I am just stalking Midnight. Midnight the blue. How do you fix this? That's as good as any. Okay, so now white still has a chance. Black missed their chance to win the game. All right, lazy score estimator. White by 5.7. Yeah, black missed their chance to just win the game. Now it's close. Now it is close. That looks like overplay. See, white goes here. Black is aiming for this. And then what? Wait, what? Why am I here? Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. So black is just losing points. I don't think black realizes how close it is. They are not counting. If black is not counting, then black doesn't know how close it is. So I think Midnight's gonna win. As long as nothing crazy happens, Midnight should win this. Because white just has more points, right? And better endgame. Yeah, I think white will win this. I don't see white losing this now. Black missed their chance. All right. Whale. If no one wants a game review, I guess we can just play a game. Let's play a game and see how it goes. Be a nice 5-minute game with Fisher time. You played me on an alt account? Hold on. Were you the 6Q? Were you the 6Q? Is this you? Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah, I remember this. I was like, well, this is a terrible position, but I was like, let's just keep like making it confusing. Yeah, you misread this stuff. This was a lot easier than you made it out to be. I was like, I wonder how I can confuse them. This is a lot easier for black than you made it out to be. All you had to do is live, right? And white is dead everywhere. This should have been like super easy for you. Um, this was kind of funny. It's like I don't know how I do this witchcraft, but somehow I can just make it confusing. Mm, yeah, I think you at this point though it's an actual game. Like you just shouldn't have died right here. If this wasn't dead, this was easy for black. Now it's a little confused. Now it's a little difficult. It's still black's advantage, but it's a lot closer of a game than it should have been. Yeah, and I think I was just able to outshape you here, if I recall correctly. Yeah, and then you just couldn't read the capture race soon enough. Yeah, you just could not read this capture race. That was like not like 3Q though, right? I think the big key this game was just keeping the game one. Like don't like get cut when you're in a winning position. Like there's no reason. Just play simple and win. Just guarantee the victory. Who cares if it's ugly? You win the game. Which one lowers the odds of you losing this game? Like this one? Like maybe I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? Just win the game and you win. But as soon as you give me openings, of course I'm gonna poke it. Like even if it doesn't work, I'm gonna poke it, right? This is what, several stones? 4 stone handicap, yeah. Of course I'm gonna poke it. Especially since I'm like dead if I don't. There's no way I'm not gonna poke this. No, I recall it was I don't know if I recall the beginning of this one. I know the 6 cute I played the other day really played well. And then they timed out and I was like, you can't let me confuse you on the clock. Because I kept throwing them under time pressure. Like I kept throwing confusing things at them and that they could solve, but they were under time pressure, so I kept throwing it, and they finally timed out. um, I think they were probably mad. Oh, I will say, never comment that I shouldn't play on my phone. You should just never say that because that kind of like belittles your opponent's win a little bit. It's like, ah, yes, you beat me, but it's because I'm playing on my phone, not because you beat me. Like, it can come off that way on the internet. So it's more polite to just not say that. If you don't want to blame your phone, then don't play on the phone. Just for future reference, in my opinion, it's probably not something you should say. Your opponent, you should always let your opponent like have the victory if they win. But yeah, you had it. No, dude, I get it. I get it. I've said some I've said some worse things. I've played this game 17 years, okay? I've had my moments. I've had my moments. Um Honestly, like I'm really debating if I even want to ever have chat on. a lot of the times, especially on my iPad, I'll just immediately go into Zen mode and just not even look. But I had a game where someone got really upset. Well, I think they got upset anyway. They tried to talk to me in chat, but I'm a famous name. And they're like, "Are you streaming? This isn't being streamed, right?" And I didn't see it or respond because I was in Zen mode. And then I killed them, and they kind of rage quit. And I felt bad, but also it's like, yeah, I'm not. I left a comment, but I think they didn't see it. I think they were gone by that point. So I don't think they read the comment that I was in Zen mode. But it's like being on a recognizable name, uh, it kind of like adds pressure to like be polite and whatnot. But when I'm on the iPad, I don't have my little shortcuts, and I'm not pulling up that stupid keyboard on the iPad. I'm just like, I go into Zen mode and I just don't do anything. And I'm worried some people are thinking that I'm just sandbagging and being rude. Uh, but I'm like just in Zen mode. Yeah, no, this player really deserved the win, but I don't know. Maybe they thought it was overtime. I don't know. And I felt bad because I deranked them to 7Q, and they really held this game together. They weren't falling for anything. I couldn't confuse them. I don't know if they were having a good day, I was having a bad day, or what, but I could not like confuse them. Yeah. I came back 20 points, but that's nothing at like 7 stones. I don't know, they played really well for a 6Q. They would not fall for any of my confusing stuff. But then they timed out. There's a lot of things in Go, right? There's a lot of things in anything. Honestly, this is one thing that you have to like understand about yourself is you're going to have your own mental problems that you have to overcome that other people don't. And other people are going to have their own that they don't have to overcome. And anything that you want to be truly good at, it doesn't matter if it's Go, chess, sports, anything that any sort of like human versus human thing, you are going to have to not only master the game, but also be like a master of yourself and your mindset and your confidence and humility, which are two things, because it's one thing to be humble, but it's another thing to have like a lack of self-confidence. And it's one thing to have confidence, but it's also another thing to be cocky and insulting to your opponents. So it's a lot of self-maturity to be good at something, even if no matter what it is. And it's a really good mirror into your mind. Having something like skill-based, like Go or whatever, you can see really, really in depth all the truths of your brain, and sometimes it's not a pretty sight. And that's because we're all imperfect humans. So of course we're not going to see perfection in the game. So honestly, I think the worst things that have been said to me have been things I've said to myself when looking at my own game. Because it's hard to like truly look at yourself uncut in the mirror, unbiasedly, in the mental mirror that is the Go board. But it's a very good way to mature and learn more about yourself and just grow as an individual that some people just never do. I know plenty of like 40, 50-year-olds that have the mental maturity of a 20-year-old. Like fresh out of high school maturity level. Um, and it's really been interesting to like discover more about the mindset, because it's not even just my own mindset, right? Once you get to a certain level, especially when you start teaching, you know how many brains that I've looked into this game? How many people I've psychoanalyzed just from seeing their habits? I can just like have a certain like instinct on how they think. It's really scary. It's really funny too. I scared this one guy. I was teaching these beginners. I was teaching these beginners at this anime convention, and she and him had both played each other, and I was watching the game and giving like commentaries, like, "Oh, this is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong." And he's like, "So, in your honest opinion, what do you think what do you think I did wrong? What is something that I need to improve?" And I said, "You need more confidence in yourself because you are better at the game than you think you are, but you hold yourself back because you doubt yourself." And she looked at him and was like, "See, I told you." I tell you this all the time. It's not even in Go, but it's like in just life. It's like his girlfriend or something. She's like, "I tell you this all the time. You need to see." And he's like, "Dude, I didn't ask for a therapy session. I just want to know how to improve at the game." Yeah, you can get some very interesting hints about people's mindset through the game. Honestly, if I was like a boss in a company and it was something like everyone knew how to play, I'd be like, for the interview for the job, I'd be like, "Play me in this game. Like, show me your mind, how you think." And it would be a very good interview. Like to learn about someone, just play them in a game ago. Unfortunately, people don't know how to play, but I feel like that could be a pretty nice way to get to know if someone's going to be a good employee or not, or a good first impression, anyway. Um, yeah, we do have open reviews if someone would like me to look at the game. You can also ask questions if you have questions. It's going to be a bit of a short stream since it's not a regular stream, but if you have questions, I can answer them. Oh, and shout out to some Mega Dragon. You know, the thing that I work on 40 hours a week. Have you guys been liking it? Any feedback recently? Um, it is definitely easier if you are stronger than them. It's a lot of the times it's hard to psychoanalyze someone that much stronger than you because they're looking so far in depth that you can't even like see what they're seeing, much less how they're seeing it. So for example, I can see like a 20Q's depth uh by their follow-ups. I think they might be trying this, and then their follow-up will immediately prove my expectations wrong. So by watching them play the game, the amount of time they take, like the follow-up to the plan, what their plan is, like you get a rhythm of how their brain is thinking. But if it's like Lee Sedol, it's hard to follow the rhythm because an attack over here could be like literally affecting something over here. So it's a lot harder to do it upwards, if that makes sense. Yeah, you can get a grasp of it. Like I think even DDKs can get an obvious sense of difference between say like Go Sagan and Shuzaku or Lee Sedol and Lee Chungo. Like there's obviously a difference, right? So you can tell subtly that these are two different people regardless. Which categories are grayed out? What do you mean? Wait, let me go on a not subscribed view. Let me see the not subscribed view. Okay, let me do 20 real quick, because that's... Or actually, it's 5 now, isn't it? Let me just do 5. Got it, got it, got it, got it. I forget how slow this is. Oh my gosh. I'm so used to doing Puzzle Rush that this feels like slow motion to me now. There we go. Okay. Study. What is grayed out? Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. That's a bug. They're supposed to all be grayed out. It's a bug. I didn't know that that was a thing. Technically, I was trying to let the beginner stuff still be free, so the difference was supposed to be the beginner, but I felt that that was too confusing, so I stopped that, but I guess I didn't visually update it on this specific part. But yeah. That's what that was supposed to mean, but it doesn't, I don't even think it matters now, because I think I turned that off. I thought it was too confusing of a feature. Yeah, I thought it was too confusing of a feature, so I actually turned it off. But I'll look into this week. I didn't like how it worked. Clearly, there's a reason I got rid of it, or I thought I got rid of it because I didn't like it. I thought it was a bad experience. Has anyone looked at the books? Ignore the Clossius approach is just the YouTube playlist. I'm gonna have to completely remake that in book form. But I actually thought these two turned out quite nice. The Clossius corner patterns for DDK and the How to Play Go. I'm thinking about like literally just redoing the Clossius approach in this format and just going through from like 25Q to like 5Q or 25Q to 1 dot or something. And like just pouring everything that I can think of in my brain into one of these books, or maybe multiple. I don't know. I thought about it. I thought it'd be a really nice thing for subscribers, like everything you could possibly want out of Clossi's brain in a book. It would be an insane amount of effort, but I think this site's getting to a nice stable point. Mostly it's just a bunch of tiny bugs and redesigns. So I think I might put in the time to do it. I just redid the play page. Mostly it's just like changing the background to look nicer. Um, the last several days have also been just been very small things. Uh, when I hit the subscribe limit, crap, I just closed that thing. Okay. So I've hit the subscribe thing, and when you can keep hitting the next button, and the puzzle number increases, but it doesn't actually advance the next puzzle. Ah, yeah. I know why that happens in my head. I don't know if this is super important. I'm not sure how important this is. Because the number isn't really relevant to what's happening, I think. I think this is saying, hey, to do more problems, you have to subscribe. And I want to say that message is getting across. So I don't know how important I want that to be, because the way it's structured is it's catching if you're subscribed or not in the problem loading aspect. And what that's doing is saying, hey, go to the next problem. Here's the problem. Try to load it. If it went that try to load it, it checks for subscriptions. So I would have to also check for subscriptions when grabbing the problem and everything. And I don't know if I want to put in the effort to do that for such a minor thing. If more people complain about it, I will. But for in my brain, it's like, is that worth the effort? Because that's just two different processes. At least the way I structured it, anyway. You can do Puzzle Rush infinitely. I don't know if you know this, but just so you do know, this is like what everyone's been doing. You can do Puzzle Rush like as many times you want. See, this is how I lure you in, is the free Puzzle Rush candy. And then like once you're addicted to the Go Problem candy, then I get you to subscribe for all the other stuff. Yeah. Like this is my bribe. This is the bribe page. It's how I bribe you to stay. This is the addiction page. I'm not sure what I want to do with quick start, but I can't keep letting everything be free. It just literally it was just not working. This stuff I had a lot of it. You could do a lot for free, and I made 0 sales for like 3 weeks. And the sales are like important for me to be able to keep developing. But as soon as I dropped it to 5, I started making a lot of sales. So I would love for you to do more, but the sales to me just have to exist, or I have to stop working on this. So for the future of everyone, like it's not even just the amount of effort or the 1,000 hours I've put in, but it's the future 1,000 hours that I want to put in as well. So if I want to keep improving the app, the sales have to keep coming. Dude, the puzzle validations. Oh my gosh, I'm so irritated at the puzzles. You've no idea. I don't know if you know this. I'll let you know since you're gonna do puzzle rushes probably. But at the end of the puzzle rush, you can load the problems, and I just added a thing on the problem page. So at the end, you can click on the square to load the problem, and in this little more section, people can actually add things to the problems. People can actually update the problems without my input. This will not do all that much until a lot of people are doing it, but the feature is there. Hey, Midnight. I'll go ahead and say
Midnight the
this
Blue
again.
just raided with 16 viewers.
I'll go ahead and say this again for the people that joined. Oh, Midnight, did you win? I thought you would win your game.
I love.
I thought you were going to win the game when I left. So, did you win? I expected you to. But yeah, so at the end of Puzzle Rush, you can click the problems to view the problem. And this is a feature that I added in the last week where if you click more, you can now vote on the problem branches being updated. So the way this works is you can submit your own SGF. So if you go to edit, this will open a tab with the SGF editor. And you can add your own branches, blah, blah, blah. And then you can copy that and paste the SGF in here and submit it. This will not update until at least 3 people approve. Like 3 different accounts have to say, yes, I think this is a better SGF file. And then it'll replace the SGF if people vote for yours. And once it gets 3 votes over negative votes, it'll approve yours and replace the SGF. Yeah, I think I only saw the second one. The most recent one that you just played, I think you were white. I think you were gonna win that one. And then after that, you can vote on the tags and the categories and the difficulty. And the difficulty is just as people vote on it, it'll update itself. But like I said, unfortunately, this is going to be a very slow built thing. As more and more people use the app, the problem accuracy will improve. The problem quality is what the word I want. The problem quality will improve, but it's just the more people that use it, the better it'll be. I can't go through this many problems. I had to build a feature for other people to assist. And even then, I think I might expand this even more. To like have a whole dedicated page for people to just like work on problems if they want to like improve the app for everyone. Because I have 300,000 problems to upload, and I'm like, this is insanity. I cannot upload these because everyone will lose their mind that there's this many broken problems. So I am actually quality blocking the problem uploading process, and it's like grinded to a halt that we can't add more problems because I don't want there to be that many broken problems, and there's just not enough people to quality check them. And I cannot dedicate 40 hours a week to only improving the problems. Like the entire site has to be worked on. I've considered like hiring someone to go through and add like 1,000 problems a month, but I think I want to get a little bit more stable sales and subscriptions before I start actually like trying to pay someone to do it.
reward with them with glossy games. AI is not going to be feasible for Go problems because I would have to completely make a whole new AI. Because the way the AI works currently is to play the best move or to play something it's learned from some sort of library. And that just would be a ridiculous amount of effort for very little benefit. Because Go problems have to have wrong branches, not just correct branches. It can't just show you the correct branches. It has to show you the wrong branches as well. And then it also has to give you the correct branches that are maybe mostly correct, because people complain if there's multiple correct answers and only one is 1 point better than the others, but the others are technically correct, but they're 1 point worse. I can't just have those not be correct because people complain and report it to freaking who knows how long. I had a ton of reports for problems that were technically solved, but 1 point worse than the correct answer. And people complained that they were not correct. So I just gave up. So who cares? No. That would be too expensive. Right now, I'll show you the graph, actually. Right now, it's already costing me quite a bit just to let people solve problems. So quality checking the responses would be an insane amount of data. So right now, the only thing that gets sent to the server is the result. So can you tell when I launched Puzzle Rush? Guess where I launched Puzzle Rush? Guess which day it was that people started playing on Puzzle Rush? It's addicting, man. Yeah, no, Puzzle Rush was a huge success. Now, this is just the user telling the database, I have solved a problem. Like, what is this? 74% is Semego correct events, right? So 74% and 64% of the 74% is just you got the problem correct. If I tried to track that for every single time you played a move in the problem, that would grow exponentially for every single problem. I think if you saw how big the graph was after Puzzle Rush, now imagine that like 10 times bigger. Because what's the depth of the Go problem? Probably like 5 or 6 moves on average, right? Like maybe 3 to 5 moves on average. So that would be 3 to 5 times as big. If you want to try it, go for it. If you're talking about Semego Dragon. My recommendation is if you don't know how to play, click on the rules and then click on the play. These are both free. And if you want to just do puzzles, Puzzle Rush is the most popular. So maybe this one. Maybe I should get rid of Quick Start and put Puzzle Rush right here, because this is one everyone wants to do. So maybe I should make that the big button. But Puzzle Rush is free. You can do it as many times as you want. And then the rest is like premium features after like 5 problems. But I tried to make the rules and play super easy for beginners to get into. So I don't know how much experience you have, but the play, you can immediately play an AI as a beginner. It's really cute too. I quite like it. I think it's a great introduction. Guys, it was funny. It took my mom like freaking 10 times to beat this level 1 AI on 5x5. It was really funny to watch. It was funny after. During, it was kind of miserable to just watch someone lose to the level 1 5x5. No, you're fine. I don't know if you could be worse than my mom was. So I think you're good. I've seen worse. Whatever you think you are, I've seen worse. Oh man. It's really funny. I was really funny to watch my mom try to beat Squishy. I think Kosumi's better for desktop for the average person, but this does not resize on mobile, which really disappoints me, because this is a really good starting robot. And then, of course, you have OGS. If you only know the rules, you want to learn strategy, actually, click on study and then click on the books. This is a free playlist, okay? Now, this is a YouTube playlist because I haven't written this in book format yet. But this is like a lot of free content. So There's a lot of free stuff in this. Watch these videos. These videos are really, really good for beginners. Oh, I need a home button. I don't have a home button right here. Oh, because it's in a new tab. I still need a home button right there. Bugs. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Any other like questions or feature feedback? Or game review questions? Happy to answer questions or accept feedback. For those who are interested, I am also offering lifetime. I don't expect everyone to want to do that, but my plan is to take some of the lifetime subscriptions. No, does this not work? What? Why has no one reported this? Okay, it does work. Ah, the text doesn't work, but the icon does. Interesting. But I plan to using that to actually to reinvest. And this is where I got into, like, I was thinking about hiring like my brother or something to upload, to quality check and upload like 1,000 problems a month. Because like I cannot dedicate the time to do it, but also I want more problems on the site. But to do that, I'm gonna have to like invest money into it. And I think I want to take that out of the probably the lifetime subscriptions. Because I think the regular subscriptions, I think, need to pay the bills. That's what it needs to do. It needs to pay the bills. But the good news is, I'm actually making a.
Mra6 just followed.
Thank you for the follow, MRA6. I'm actually making a starting level of income now, so that's fantastic. Because for the last 6 months, I was making an inhumane amount of income from Sumerian Dragon. I wish the 4 special game modes under play had a description. Ooh, I did not think about that. That is a good idea. I like that idea. I will keep that in mind. I like that idea. That is good feedback. I didn't think about that. Yeah, because under the books tell you what it's about. So why don't the play games tell you what it's about? That makes sense. That makes sense. I will say a lot of my efforts in the last week or two have been at DDKs, honestly. So if you're like SDK, or especially if you're Dawn, I'm sorry for not paying as much attention to you. I have to prioritize, and the majority of subscribers are not Dawn players. I definitely appreciate Dawn players using the app, but I will say a lot of my efforts have been the Q players. Unfortunately, I have to go where the sales are currently until I'm comfortable enough that I can do whatever I want. I've been really like holding myself back from adding pro games simply because I want to make sure the problem stuff is like really well done before I start adding more than just Go puzzles. Especially like I saw this guy in Discord talking about memorizing pro games or whatever. Yeah, DDK is kind of where the money is. Yeah. I think Mega Dragon's great. I think at some point though, I might rebrand to Puzzle Dragon. Simply for the fact that I want to like have a Korean translation, and I don't even think rebrand is the right word. I think I'm gonna like hide the URL for like Koreans. For the Koreans, I think it's gonna be Puzzle Dragon. Because I think Mega Dragon in like China and Korea is not gonna go over well. So once I start adding like translations, oh, I cannot wait to add the translations. I think the translations are gonna make this like so much bigger. Because every single word is built for translations. So every single word on here, I have put as a type that can be a translation instead of just an English word. So every single word is hooked up to a spreadsheet. Is basically what that means. Every word is hooked up to a spreadsheet. So I cannot wait to start working on that. I think the first one I'm going to do is German, surprisingly. Because that's the second most like popular country of my users. So I think I was not expecting it to be. I was thinking maybe uh the Spanish language or French or something like that. But no, it's freaking German. Yeah, I sponsored Bats to promote it last month, and it did very well. So I'm going to sponsor him again this month because it's doing really well. So that was a good investment. I also want to I want to do a lot more sponsors. I want to spend so much money. Okay, I am really fighting myself for spending my profits. Okay, I really want to just like host events. I want to like run Go tournaments. I want to sponsor all the streamers. Um, Man, I want to spend so much money on making stuff for people, but I got to be like responsible and all business like. I got like super depressed a couple weeks ago though. When I had to lower the amount of free stuff, I got like super depressed. I'm like, man, I'm taking these things away from people. I want this to help Go players, but I can't afford to not make the sales. Like I wasn't making sales. Like if I don't make sales, this is gonna die, and I want this to exist to help people. So I had to like lower the free stuff, and I'm like, now people aren't gonna be able to use it as much. I'm not gonna be able to help as many people. But then I started making sales, and I was like, I can keep working on this now. So for everyone who does use it, this will be beneficial. So it's a really mixed. I'm very bad at business. I'm not gonna lie, very bad at business. I really just want to like make the entire thing free, but I can't. I can't, and I've gotten some hate for it too, and that has not helped with the whole what is that imposter syndrome. Like I feel like my app isn't good enough to charge money because I'm working on it. I see all its flaws and all its problems. But I think I've had a lot of people tell me that it is a good app. I have my supportive, loving wife who is very demanding that I treat this like a business. She's like, your product's amazing. It's worth money. Charge money. Stop trying to make it free. Stop trying to give away free stuff. Like, you're undervaluing yourself. Yeah, I love this broken child of mine. Yeah, I have gotten a lot of negative feedback from making my stuff paywalled. So people love the Clossius approach. They love my YouTube lectures. But as soon as I started trying to monetize stuff more, because I do this for a living, right? As soon as I started like um saying, hey, here's something that cost money, then it started becoming a lot more negative. Yeah, dude, I want to sponsor so many things. I want to be the sponsor and Go. I really, really want to. I want to sponsor like Go tournaments. I want to sponsor like Go players. Oh, I want to sponsor so many people. That's the idea. Like that's the business model. That is the hope. That is the goal. There's always going to be that negative thing. I do not deal with hate very well. I'm very like not built to deal with internet hate. I would not even be on like social media if it wasn't like necessary to advertise. The only reason I use social media right now is for business. I hate seeing like the feedback on social media. Dude, if I made enough, if I make enough, I'm sponsoring something like the AJ City League. It's going to be like the Dragon League or something. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize if no one pays money, no one is going to spend the money to sponsor things. Yeah, the Clossius League, I think, just it wasn't active enough, so it was kind of bad for everyone. I think Ben's League is a lot more active and better. I think leagues need to be free. I think it's a better business model, but the game reviews can't be free, right? So that's where sponsors would come in. And hello, Batsko. sponsors could sponsor the teachers to teach in a free league. The league is fun because people are in it. So if you put it behind a paywall, like I did with Sean's league or Clossius league, it's not as fun. But if the league was free and open to everyone, it would be a lot more fun. But it's only more fun if you get game reviews out of it. But the game reviews cost money. Hey, to be fair, Bats, I've been playing quite a few games. I just have been playing them on stream. I've actually been playing both Go and chess. I have a pretty decent win rate, actually, on here. I'm almost to 1,000 on chess.com, guys. I'm almost to 1,000 on chess.com. I'm at 900 something. I'm so excited to hit 1,000. 954. I'm almost at 1,000. I will say, I've put a lot of effort into trying to learn how to learn chess in order to understand how some Mega Dragon can help you improve at Go. I have done a lot of self-analysis, like, and comparisons, and like what helps you improve at chess, what helps you improve at Go, what do you need, what should I brainwash you to do to make you better at the game? You know, these sort of ideas. So I've actually been going back and forth a lot. Chess tempo? I don't know about chess tempo puzzles. I've been doing a lot of Puzzle Rush on chess.com. What is it? The custom puzzles? Speaking of, this was a requested feature, which I did add. So if you go into study, you can click custom now. Oh yeah, Bats is better at Go than me. Probably about like 2 ranks, rank and a half. I don't know. I never see Bats play seriously. But yeah, you can actually categorize which problems you want to do. This is only useful if you're subscribed, but because you can only do 5 if you're not. But this was a requested feature, so this was added in the last week and a half. Okay, chess tempo. What is that? Is that in custom? Tempo, tempo, tempo. I can just Google it, right? Chess tempo chess.com. What is it? Tempo in chess, that's a term. Oh, this is a different thing entirely. This is a terrible UI design. As someone who studies UI design, this is horrible looking. I don't know where to look. Opening training. Ooh, that's cool. What is this? Oh, so you make your own puzzle sets with openings? I'm really debating, like, if I should dip my toes into the pro game database features and start working on, like, opening study stuff. But I'm worried that I'll get, like, too deep and start getting really distracted with the pro game database. But I really kind of want opening stuff. I want, like, opening puzzles and game databases. What is this? What am I looking at? Okay, this one thing I hate about chess puzzles that I love about my site. My site, it's always black to play. I swear I spend at least 2 to 3 seconds trying to figure out what color I am. Okay, like, it's really annoying trying to figure out what color I am. Here, and then, no, crap. I'm not sure what to do. No. Oy. I don't know what to do. I am not good enough for this puzzle. Invasions. Here's the tricky thing. Okay, I can make some basic ideas for invasions. I already have some basic stuff for openings, right? But once I start dipping into that, you get into like people using AI to prove the puzzle wrong territory and then complaining that your puzzle isn't correct because the correct answer is 9 Dawn Pro move and not DDK move, and therefore your puzzle is bad. I think I'm gonna do something with the I think I'm gonna do something with the pro games or something. I really want some positional stuff. I was saving stuff to AI Sensei, thinking about turning some of them into problems, but they're not very intuitive. Like the only thing that I can get out of these some of these puzzles that I have is like Goose Tsujis or in-game stuff, like the in-songs Trouble Master type problems, which I would call Goose Tsujis, right? Like this is not an intuitive Go problem. It's like, okay, don't do it if it doesn't work, right? There's not like this is a lot of shape and reading all combined, but it's not like a good Go problem. It's not a good puzzle. And that's the tricky part about stuff like this. So I got to find a way to teach that. I'm having a lot of fun trying to figure out how to teach Go without like me being there. So it's like I can do one-on-one lessons with people and tell them and explain, and I have a lot of experience doing this. But how can I explain to them when I'm not there? That is what I'm trying to learn how to do with Sumego Dragon. Especially with these books. How do I teach you when I'm not there? That is the Clossius approach, the Clossius corner patterns. How to play Go. I think this looks really good. Which, Bats, I know you were talking about the rules page a while back. Well, the rules redirects to this now, which is the How to Play Go book that I wrote. I think it looks really good. I really like what I did with it. I think it's simple. It's not too long, not too short. It's definitely not the quick start version, but it can be done in like 2 minutes or less, I think. Yeah. 99% of the problems are from are collected. But I have made many of my own, probably 100 or 200. Yeah. I really like this because I can do it for any future book as well. So for example, in this one as well, like you have images, you have text, but I can also have like SGF embeds as well. Like for example, this is an SGF picture thing, but in addition to that, I can also add like in this one, I can also add branches and stuff that you can play through. So it's very flexible in what I can put into this format. So the tool that I have built to make these, I think, is quite nice. Makes my life a lot easier for writing future material. And I really want to expand on this, which will be nice because I'll be able to create content in addition to features. So in addition to the coding stuff, I'll also be able to add to the teaching stuff, which I think will add value to the site as a whole. Yeah, this is the Joseki book. Board should be flush with the title horizontally. You make an interesting point. I actually wasn't sure how big I wanted this to be. Because on my monitor, it could be like that freaking half the screen and it would be ginormous. So I think this is like a good readable size. But I'm not against your opinion of it should be, especially with this background having a straight line across it. Like the picture in the background has these straight lines that you just want the text to line up to, which I didn't think about when I picked the picture. Yeah, I could see that. It might also be better if I centered the text instead of having it start at the top, if it started in the center. I think that would be better. Rather than pushing this up, I think I want to push the text down. And so like it can expand to the top, but I think when it's not full up and down, I think this should be centered. Yeah. I'm not sure how much, I might need to make this background a little bit darker as well. Because the text needs to be a little bit more readable, but having a solid black is ugly. I had it solid black and I hated it. So I wanted the picture. I might change the picture though, because this sort of solid line in the image makes it feel like that's where everything should border, and that does not scale right with different screen sizes. Because you can get stuff all over the place. Yeah, it was ugly. I love the main site, how you have this dojo. I could not for the life of me figure out how to make the homepage look good. I had the pictures with the buttons and I liked that, but adding this blurred background, I think makes it so much better. Oh my gosh. I was looking at so many designs, and this one was heavily inspired by the Just Go Steam app. But I was looking at so many different freaking things, trying to figure out what I liked, what I disliked about them, and blah, blah, blah. I checked out a lot of Asian stuff, which, fun fact, a lot of the Asian Go stuff is ugly. Like, by design, I feel like it's really ugly. So there was a lot of difficulty finding good-looking things. Not gonna lie. But this was inspired by Just Go, and then I have just slowly been adding to it. I have an image in my head where I have like an arrow right here, which slides this over and gives you more buttons. And I think maybe I want those to be like the pro game stuff. Yeah, this I don't know who came up with the idea for Just Go, but I also modeled mine off of theirs. And fun fact, we're using a similar image library, which is kind of funny. I was going through the images I had access to with my subscription, and I was like, oh, hey, these are the same Go images they're using. That's convenient. So people probably would be like, oh, you stole this from Just Go. I'm like, no, we just subscribe to the same freaking libraries of images. That's how this works. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the Puzzle Battle PvP, this one I actually made with AI. So this is, I think, the only one on here that's AI generated. But I really liked how it turned out. And I made a lot of them, and I really didn't like most of them. But this one I quite liked, where you just have the people versus the people for the Puzzle Battle MVP, or PvP. So I kind of like how this one turned out, but trust me, I tried like a lot, and a lot of them were just really, really bad. There was a lot of not good AI pictures, but I like this one, so I use this one. I like this one where it has a little hand for the play. I don't know. I've gone through like image by image, background, line by line. Like, should this line stop here? Should it go all the way over? Oh my gosh, I've obsessed over this thing. I put so much time in obsessing over everything. I'm still finding things I don't like everywhere. But I'm glad people are enjoying it. I think it's come a long way. I don't know how many of you were here during like the alpha or even the beta, but it's come a long way. I've put a lot of effort into getting it to this point. I want this more page to look better. I really hate this page, but I don't know what I want to do with it yet. But I really, really hate this page on how it looks. And the profile. I need to redo the profile, but this one's going to be a big time investment. I want more data as well. I really want a bunch of graphs, like so you can analyze your stuff. But the more graphs you do, the more data expensive it is, and data expensive makes the site more expensive, so it's a balance. Oh man, I have so many things I want to do on the site, and this is why I need subscriptions. So if you want to support the development, subscribe. And fun fact, you can actually use Bats code if you want. Make Bats look good. If you use code BATSCO, you get 20% off your first month. So I'm promoting your code BATS. You're welcome. Yeah, if you want to support the development, maybe I will get into pro games soon. I don't know. I'm kind of like trying to not do any major changes because I kind of like how stable it is right now. So I think I might dive into something different soonish. I don't know. My wife keeps getting on to me about feature creep though. She's like keeping me on board with the not going down a dark hole of a million features and none of them are good. Does play and rank like playing games? None of this is playing games. I am not doing anything with playing games at the moment. That is more of a long-term idea, but play recommends you ways to play games. So for example, this lets you play a bot on the different sizes. This one is great for kids and people who are not really big board game people, but like cute things. This is a great way to let them play Go against a beginner bot. And then Play Online just recommends OGS. And Kids Go is an OGS built thing as well, but it's good if you want the kids to play each other on a safe server. Then one kid gets a device, another kid gets a device, and they can both play each other on the Kids Go server. So that's what that is for. But technically, I am just hosting those things. I am not building those things. That way, I'm putting my effort on the stuff that I'm trying to focus on. But ranked is puzzle difficulty. So like as you do it, your rank will go up or down. Oh, I haven't gotten a rank for this month actually, because the rank resets every month. So as you do it, the puzzles will increase in difficulty and it'll track your progress. And that's what the ranked is. So this is more solving puzzle difficulty level rather than actually playing games ranked. Yeah, just keep thinking every week, how do I brainwash you guys into being stronger at the game? Eventually I'll get it down and you'll have no choice to be a Dom player. It'll just be against your will, you'll be a Dom player. My app will make you a Dom player, whether you like it or not. That's the dream. That is the dream. Just force everyone to be good at the game. Yeah. Anyway, that's what this is for. No, this one's ranked. Puzzle Rush is a lot faster. Puzzle Rush is a lot faster. And a lot more fun, depending on who you ask. Yeah. Puzzle Rush is a lot faster than that. That was ranked. Puzzle Rush starts and you go as high as you can in 3 minutes. Whereas ranked, you can take as long as you want. What is this one? Fudge. Yeah, this one's quite addicting too. And it's free, so you can do this one as much as you want. Oh, will I ever make it to 30 though? That is my lifelong dilemma. Will I ever get to 30 on this freaking Puzzle Rush? Da 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 da. Da da. Now I need to start slowing down and paying attention. Mm. Dun, 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 dun. So here. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Here. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. So it has to be inside. Don't let the co happen. Yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Uh, uh, uh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Got it. No, I thought you were gonna play the other one. I didn't realize you were gonna play that one. I totally thought you were playing a different one. Anyway, that's Puzzle Rush. Yeah, this is based off of like chess.com. I've been using a lot of chess for inspiration. Looked at other places for inspiration. I look at Lee Chess a couple times, but I don't know. Oh, awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I really think this should be the Puzzle Rush should be the main button. I think I might just get rid of this button, honestly. Puzzle Rush is just more fun. It's like 75% of what people are doing right now. Awesome. If you also have set Smego of your own, the sets, you can actually save the problems on the site into their own sets. And fun fact, the books are actually built off of this structure as well. So I actually make sets, and then I go into the books, and then I'll add a set to a chapter in a book. So I'll make sets for the books. So you can actually save problems to your own sets to practice. This one is a sub feature though, so you do have to subscribe for that one, because it can't let everything be free, unfortunately. Trust me, I wish I could, but I want to spend money on things like food and sponsoring bats and Dr. Pepper. Bats wants his money, so you need to subscribe to Samego Dragon. So I can pay Bats his money. What will he do without my sponsorship? Oh man. Yeah, it's been profitable so far. So I'm definitely going to continue it. I want more people to like be streaming so I can sponsor more people. And at some point I want to start sponsoring Go events, but you have to have like someone to run the event, and running the event costs time or money, and I have neither of those so right now. I do not have the money to invest in an event, and I definitely don't really have the time. Because I'm already like working way over full time on this right now. So I love this child of mine, but I also am stressed out a lot over it. I love and hate this child of mine. I love and hate this child of mine. Yeah, join the Discord, by the way, if you want to like discuss future features. I really listen to people and take their opinions into account with doing things. Like people will suggest things like every week, I think, that I add. Like features that I add every week are usually from people suggesting in the Samego Dragon room. Like this is the online Go Club. In the Samego Dragon room, people requesting stuff all the time. LT is lifetime. So this is a lifetime member logo. It does show the regular logo normally. But if you are a lifetime member, you get this nice fancy gold one. Yeah, so this is a lifetime membership logo. Of course, I am a lifetime member. I love how little effort it took me to become a lifetime member. like people have to pay like so much to become a lifetime member, and I'm over here like click my name, add the role, and I'm a lifetime member. So much effort. I love how little effort it takes me to give myself all the privileges. And the only reason I don't have all the skins unlocked is because I thought it would be too lazy. So I still like have to go in and solve Go puzzles to get the skins, to unlock the skins or whatever every week. But I literally was like, I could just give myself all of these. My test account has everything unlocked. So that's nice for testing stuff. But I'm actually making myself work for these. But no, lifetime, I'm full lifetime. Yeah, this red and blue one though is usually what's right there. This picture is usually what is at the top. Thank you. I quite like that one. I definitely went through several, and I've had several ideas, but I think that one was a good one. I think it turned out pretty good. Definitely could have an uglier logo. I have definitely seen worse logos. So I quite like that one. I really like this gold dragon though. Like this is not good for a logo, but for like an icon for the lifetime, I think it looks really good. I really liked my little gold dragon right here. I thought it was really cool. I don't know if you can tell, but the dragon is actually wrapping around the letters. So the tail is behind the T and the head is in front of the T. So I actually wrapped the dragon around the letters. Yeah. I really like the logo. I think there's a lot of things on here on this site that people just not notice. But there's a lot of little things like that that I like. But the main logo I think looks really good, and this one I think looks like a really good icon. Not logo, it doesn't look like a good logo, definitely, but as an icon I think it looks really cool. I love how much effort he's putting in. So this is one of my students, actually. And he's not been in the top 10 for months, but all of a sudden he's putting in a lot of effort this month. So I'm finding it quite amusing. But yeah, this is one of my students. This is another of my students. I've taught them. This is actually my Go Club member. Where am I? Oh man, I'm not even in the top 10 right now. Seriously, I need to do more puzzles. So does my brother. I'm about to get on him when I see him. He's not doing enough. Where's my wife? Is she even on the leaderboard? Find Mrs. No, what is Clossius? Is she not even on the leaderboard, really? Ah! My wife doesn't even use my app. How sad. It's fine. It's fine. I just cry a little.
I don't know if you heard them from the other room, but they said, I'm doing problems right now.
Oh, was that Austin? Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna have to get on to him for not doing enough problems. And then I couldn't find you on the leaderboard. And I was like, oh, I guess she's not doing any.
I haven't done it in specifically July. It's only the 3rd.
I know. I was just teasing.
I'm thriving.
I love you.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm literally watching him do them right now. That's funny. That is funny. He heard me, so he's doing them now. Yeah, that's my brother's account. This is impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, how are they in the top 3 and not subscribed? Oh, Puzzle Rush. Duh. I forgot. I was like, when there's a 5 problem limit, that takes dedication. But I forgot about Puzzle Rush. It's fine. It's fine. It was when the top 10 had 0 subscribers that I was like, okay, this is a red flag. That's That is not good. That is not good. If the top 10 people on the site weren't subscribed, I was doing something wrong. What boards do people have this week? This one's so bright, but it's interesting. This orange sand one's interesting. I love seeing what people come up with the boards. Why are their stones blank? What? That's weird. Yeah, I love seeing the designs people come up with. I've seen several that look really good. A lot of people like the regular wooden themes, though. It's kind of funny. It's expected, but amusing. But yeah, I cannot lower the price anymore than I already am. Do you mean the yearly one? I thought you were talking about the monthly to like $8.99, and I'm like, I can't go under $10. But you were talking about the year. Yeah, no, it is discounted. Yeah, I was actually at 12 because I was trying to like model it after some other sites or whatever, and people told me that was too much, so I lowered it to 10. I think 10 sounds nice though. Like $10 a month sounds nice, but it was already like lower than what I thought was necessary because not everyone subscribes, but I still have to pay for everyone to do puzzles, so it has to be a certain amount of percentage conversions. Especially after Puzzle Rush. Holy crap. But everyone enjoys Puzzle Rush, so I think it's fine. Yeah, I think I might get rid of the quick start. I really think this button is just the most used one, so I need to put that right here. The most exciting button needs the biggest one. Do I get rid of quick start completely though? Probably, right? I think study is good enough. Because especially with this custom, I think with custom being here, I don't think we need quick start anymore. So I might just get rid of it. No, I'm going to get off soon, Bets. But I have been playing games. I just don't play on stream. Oh, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but you did make quite a few sales. So I am going to sponsor you again. As soon as like money comes in. I need to make sure that, I pay for the website first, but after that, I'm going to sponsor you again. That was successful. It was very successful first month. We shall see how it goes. So keep up making Clossy money, making the sales. It is very helpful. I was getting very down when I wasn't making sales. So sponsoring you, lowering the quota, doing a bunch of shorts on YouTube. Like I did a bunch of stuff all at once and it all went really well. So as long as we keep doing that, we'll be golden. I know you requested the pro database and I've been putting it off. So sorry about that. I'm just trying not to get too deep into feature creep and my wife won't let me go too deep into feature creep. I thought about immediately diving into the pro games and she's like, no, you're in the middle of Puzzle Rush. Do the Puzzle Rush before you start making things for bats. I legit about started to invest an entire week. And she's like, no. So you have her to blame for you not having the pro database yet. It's all her fault. I'm just saying. Yeah. Bring the chess players. Maybe I should put the play button right here. I don't have a lot of non-Go players trying it out yet. I haven't really started a big promotional push for board game lovers. Mostly it's DDKs right now, but maybe this play button should be up here. At some point, I want you to be able to play from the app. Like, I want to embed like OGS or whatever. Get my little OGS board going. Oh yeah, it clearly. Like I can't even. I have data to prove it. Like my opinion be darned, right? This is like 75% of what people are doing now. 75% of problems are solved under the puzzle rush. So, like I know for a fact, regardless of what you say or I say, it is definitely the most popular feature. This is a design I came up with for an OGS thing. I think I would change the background now. This one was several years old. I think I could actually improve this now. I could do even better than this one now. But yeah, this was a design idea that I'm really fighting pushing up the priority list. Okay, I'm trying to stick to the Go puzzles, but eventually I want to tackle this. Eventually, I want to tackle this. I've really debated building my own server, but it would be stupid. Ah, man, I'm so like hesitant. I'm so tempted to just build my own Go server. Yeah, dude, you're totally gonna be using your own graphics. Whatever your graphics are on here will be what it looks like. I know. It would just be nice to have control over everything because fighting with the API is a nightmare. Oh, it's just so annoying to have to learn to use someone else's crap. Hey, thank you for the raid.
Sleeping_Stitches just raided with 10 viewers.
But
Emote_Closs I love emote_Closs I love emote_Closs I love emote_Closs I love.
if I had more money and better marketing, I totally would. If I had like $2,000 a month just to invest in marketing. Yeah, thanks for the raid. Welcome everyone. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback because I really do listen to this stuff. I really do. I'm pretty confident if I had the money to invest in marketing, I would surpass like OGS. But I do not have the skill to do it on my own, and I do not have the money to invest. Therefore, I think I'm just gonna have to use OGS as a backend. I'm just not thrilled about it. Okay, I'm not thrilled to learn how to use all the API and whatnot. It's really annoying to learn. I think it'll be good it'll be really easy once I know how to do it. But like learning it all from scratch is really annoying. Oh, dude, I would pay the pros. Like no joke. I'm considering once I get enough money, once I get the subscriptions to a certain point, I'm gonna hire pros to play in a league against Don players. It's something they did in Korea, and I want to recreate it. And basically, I would have like a Dragon League or whatever, and I think it would be an 8x8 where 8 pros and 8 Asian pros or American pros. I don't know, 8 pros and 8 not pros, amateurs, would face each other, and then the amateurs would see how long they could last, and the pros would get paid for every match they win. So I would be paying the pros. Like the pros would happen. And I have plenty of people that I could reach out to and be like, hey, would you and some friends like to play in my league? And I will pay you for every match that you play. Dude, it would be easy. The trick is the money. If I have money, I can do a lot of things. And this is why we need subscribers. You keep selling those memberships and I will bring the pros. Oh man, I can't wait to start sponsoring stuff. Like even just sponsoring you is already a good step forward, being able to spend the money into this thing. But once I can start sponsoring events, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to start sponsoring events. It's going to be so exciting. I really want to like create an online league like the Hanmayon I saw in Korea, which is kind of basically the NAOL, except, you know, better matchmaking. just better matchmaking in general. And then having like prizes for each league instead of just being like, you did so good playing this month. Let me pair you against the 30Q. Here's a review. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I like the reviews and all, but some of the pairings are just awful. I don't want to review a single digit Q facing a 20Q. Like, no one's happy about this. The NEOL is such a great idea, though. Just, I don't know. I would want to do a little bit different, but whatever. It's still good for what it is right now. But I want to create a Dragon League, like on OGS. I might do the Hanbayon actually meets up for 1 day a month. I think that would be a lot more successful, honestly. Where you just have like the first Saturday of every month, you play 4 games that day, and that is the league. 1 day a month for a ranked league, where you work your way up and down the ladder. I think that could be really cool. Especially if there was prizes and certifications or something, or achievements on OGS, which I can totally get done. I totally have the connections. I got the Western Server Challenge achievement awards icons, so I could totally get like a Dragon League icon. How much would that cost? I don't know. I could probably do it for like 500 a month, right? 500 a month for like a couple hundred people. Hello, Tom Bomb. Hello, hello. Oh, have you been able to use Puzzle Rush? It is free, by the way. Puzzle Rush is like super popular right now. It is increased activity by 250%. Yeah. I know you said you couldn't do everything on Omega Dragon. So I was letting you know about Puzzle Rush specifically. This isn't. This is doing puzzles, not playing the game. Though you can play against a computer on here, a baby computer on 5x5, 9x9, and Edge 118. That does exist, but I was talking about the Puzzle Rush feature that was made 2 weeks ago. It is very popular. Very, very popular. I was very surprised at how popular it became, but it is very popular. Significant increase in puzzles solved. Like a very, very significant increase in the amount of puzzles solved on the site. So very exciting. But basically, it's you have 3 minutes to solve as many as you can. It starts at beginner problems, and then you go as high up as you can. And that is the rush. You do as many as you can within a time limit, and you get as high level as you can within the time limit. I find it funny. There was a lot of people that actually tried it and got into the 30s, and I had to kick all of them. Yeah, I've been doing that with chess.com's Puzzle Rush and learning a couple tactics because of it. I had to, like, there was a ton of people at the top 10 that I had just had to kick because they didn't make accounts. And I'm like, I really wish you guys had made accounts, because they had gotten to like 34 and there was several 32s, and like Fia was barely even in the top 10 and they were just pushing it down. And I was like, guys, I'm very proud of your record, but if you don't make the account, it doesn't get saved. Therefore, you get booted off the leaderboard. And I was really like, don't know what to tell you. You was a very impressive number, but you are no longer there. Yeah, so the record that the highest I've seen, I think, is 34. But I had to kick them. Guest accounts only last a week. You can't stay on the leaderboard longer than a week if you don't register. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, there's a couple guests down here, but it'll kick you after a week, basically. I felt bad, but you know, I kind of want the people who got to 34 to do it again, though. I would love to see them like get on the leaderboard and like stay there. But like legit, I had a ton of people in like the top 20 that was just guessed. And I'm like, guys, I am very proud of you, but I can't have guest only on the leaderboard. It could have been like one person like getting on multiple times and just setting all the records. That'd have been funny. I highly doubt it was the same person. But it could have been one to two or three of them could have been the same person. But I highly doubt there was a ton of guest accounts. And it was a very popular feature that I was marketing, so it's very unlikely that it was one person. But at least one person got to 34. And that is really hard to do. Getting into the 30s is really hard. It takes a lot. It's like a lot of like skill and also a lot of luck. You have to do it a lot of times to get the high. Or at least I am having to do it a lot of times. I'm still not in the 30s, man. Did I get to 29 yet? I know I was at 27. Did I get to 29? Forget. Yeah, I did make it to 29, but I cannot freaking get to 30. I've done this so many times. So many times, and I cannot get to 30. It's hard to get there. Genuine effort cannot get to 30. I'll go ahead and say this again for those interested to give feedback and feature requests. Join the Discord, because the feedback in the Discord has literally been implemented almost every week. Awesome, glad you enjoy it. You just have to go in the Samega Dragon room on the Discord. But yeah, like people have been suggesting stuff like every week and giving me feedback, telling me what's broken, what's not broken. So I'm like listening to you guys every week. So if you have complaints or suggestions, dude, put them in the Discord. I'm all ears. Let me know. Let me know what you want so I can brainwash you into being better at the game. That is my goal with Samega Dragon. I'm going to brainwash you into being better, whether you like it or not. See, here's what you do. You get on Samega Dragon, you subscribe to it, and use it to improve, and then go win competitions and make money. Probably less than you spent, but that's not what you said. You said you wanted to get money. That's a way to get money. You might lose more by getting it, but hey, I have given you a solution to get money of some kind. Loans also work that way. Fun fact. If you want immediate money, loans give you immediate money. Are you talking about the City League? No, I meant like tournaments. Like, go to actual tournaments. The AGA stuff doesn't pay you. NAOL and City League is great for practice, but does City League even pay money? I don't think it does, right? Maybe the top league does. I don't know. No. It's easy to get money. It's hard to be profitable. There's the difference. I don't think I've ever made more money from the prize money, even after getting first, than I did spending the money to get there. Oh, that was nice. That's nice. I don't usually get that. That's honestly more than I expected you to get. Yeah, I think the most I've won is maybe 200, 250. And I spend like $300+ to go to these things. Especially since I'm taking my wife and my brother sometimes. I'll pay upwards of like $1,000 to go to these tournaments. And maybe I win like $100. So I've told you can make money. You're just not going to make a profit. That's the key. That is the key. There's a reason I teach Go for a living and not play Go for a living. Believe me, I wanted to play Go for a living. But I realized many years ago that if I want people to be able to make a living playing Go, I'm probably going to have to be the one to spend the money to pay them to play the game. I am just going to have to become the sponsor because no one is sponsoring stuff. So I build this. I teach Go and I build this. I'm going to make the Go that I wanted to have when I was young. Make the things that I wanted to exist when I was young. Which I'm really salty about, not gonna lie. I'm a little bit salty that I have to make the things that I wanted for someone else. Like, you're welcome. Everyone that uses it, you're welcome. I wanted this when I was 17. I wanted this when I was 18. I wanted to play Go instead of going to college. Wouldn't recommend that. I would be really cool though. I think one day, probably in another year or two, I think I'd love to give like a college scholarship. Do like $1,000 every semester. I think it'd be really nice. Or maybe $2,000 a year to just pay to a college student and like market the heck out of it, right? Got to do all the marketing. I think it'd be so cool. Is it bad that I would rather give them college tuition than send them to Go Congress, and that it would be cheaper to give them college tuition in America than send them to Go Congress? Like it would be cheaper for me to send them to college than to Go Congress. It's a little bit funny, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Go Congress is about $1,000 plus transportation. So plus food ish. I don't know. I always try to get as many discounts as I can. For me and my wife this year, it'd have been like 2,500, maybe 3,000 if we like super hard splurged. But it was a lot. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I didn't calculate. Once I got into the like 1,500 to 2,000 range, I'm like, I'm not even bothering finishing this calculation. I'm not even going to finish calculating it. Yeah, no, I think a semester of college might be cheaper than Go Congress. College or Go Congress? 'Cause no, I don't know how much college is in other countries. I have a very, very, very bad perspective of how expensive college is supposed to be. That and distance. Dude, Americans cannot talk to Europeans about medical, college, or distances. Because we just have completely different perspectives on these things. There was someone who said they couldn't go visit their family because they were too far away and they were very sad about it. And their family was 2 hours away. This is something I heard from someone who told me from someone in, I don't know, Europe somewhere. They're like, 2 hours is too far to travel. And I'm like, dude, my Go Club is 2 hours away. I'll go 2 hours to go to Go Club. College is very useful if done correctly. College is a huge waste of money if not. Yeah. I had to stop going to Go Club, not for lack of time, honestly. It was costing me like $100 a month to go to Go Club. And I was like, you know, I probably should not do this. And then now, since we're working weekends, she makes like time and a half basically on Saturdays. So it would cost us a half day's worth of work and $100 a month. Dude, AI's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. What you need to worry about is make sure that you learn how to do things like efficiently. Don't do something that the AI can do, and like you're not going to be better at Google searching than the AI, right? But you can use AIs to do something that you want to do better. So they are tools, right? It's not about being a Joseki master. It is about using the Josekis very effectively. So it doesn't matter like how good the Joseki is. It doesn't win the game of Go. So if you want to get good at computer science, it doesn't matter like how good the Joseki is in the corner. It doesn't matter how good the AI is at making Josekis. What matters is how good are you at using those Josekis to accomplish a goal at a job, at making money. Um, I honestly think it doesn't really matter how good it gets. There's always going to be humans who are innovative enough to find ways to be unique that AIs can't do, but AIs will support basically. Like what's the difference between an AI and an employee? Okay, let's say I'm an owner. Don't think of it from an employee. Think of it like you're an owner. I want to build this thing, and I can't do it myself, so I'll hire an employee, right? But you can also, if you can hire an AI to do data automation, then you don't need a data entry employee. But if you don't know how to use 5 different AIs to do something, you'll hire an employee to manage the 5 AIs. This is a really difficult concept because on the one hand, everyone in the country needs to make a living. People need jobs, and people not having jobs really harms the country overall, right? But at the same time, if you're like, I want this thing to happen, then if you want to not be replaceable by AI or some other human being, you need to have something that you can offer that is not easily replaceable. And most jobs you're very replaceable. As an extreme example, high schoolers at fast food restaurants, right? High schoolers and college students, they're freaking like, what is it, the revolving door employees or whatever. Like they come in for a semester, you have them, like you train them for 2 weeks, they do the job for 5 months, and then they're gone. You don't need like to keep someone there. You just need someone that'll stay for a limited amount of time, and you're not going to bother paying them more than that because you know they're going to be gone in 6 months. And I think a lot of jobs are like that. Yeah, I think a lot of jobs are like that. But I think there's no replacement for common sense. If you could find an employee that could do a job as well as the AI but has common sense to handle things, you have no idea how expensive common sense is. Someone not having common sense is insanely expensive. And I think that's the real issue. People, jobs need to exist, but people also need like to be something worth hiring. I think that's the delicate, difficult balance. And especially in America, of all places, where it's the entire country is built on a profit model, make a profit, and make the best product for the cheapest way possible. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I will say, like, for my market research, keeping customers, um, preventing churn revenue is cheaper than customer acquisition, if you know what that means. Yeah, but as long as technology keeps improving, I think it'll be fine. An AI can't build a video game by itself, and I don't think it's going to anytime soon. Now, I will say, as someone who is developing something, the AI has drastically increased my capability of building this product. I would not have been able to do this without AI helping me learn JavaScript. Would not have been possible for me to build this without like AI to help me get started. I've gone beyond AI, but I still like go into it to ask it questions every now and then. But I was heavily dependent on it at the start while I wormed my way through all the code. So it helped for me. The AI has been very, very helpful. because I did not have the resources to hire someone to teach me. I did not have the resources to learn 5 or 6 different jobs. So having a better Google was definitely helpful. On the flip side, a quality software engineer could have made this a lot better than I can. If I had more money, I would have never ever used AI. I would have hired someone that knew design. I would have hired someone that knew coding and had lots of experience with it. As a boss mindset, that to me is more valuable. But if the AI can build something that you can build for like a tenth of the price, like, yeah, I think at that point, it's as an owner, I would want the cheaper thing. But as someone who wants to support the country, I would also donate to schools and education, right? Hey, dude, like, I don't pretend to be an expert. you, you've no idea how much effort I put in just to learn the bare minimums. Oh my gosh. I very much needed AI. I don't think AI is that good yet. I think there are a lot of jobs that are probably getting replaced, but on the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's that good. There are some computer science level jobs that I would not trust an AI to. I would never, ever, ever trust an AI with my website security, and I would never trust it to handle my financials. I am paying businesses, to handle these things. I am paying quite a bit of money to these things to handle these things properly. I am not trusting AI to important matters. So I think it is very, very far from AI replacing a majority, like more than 50%, I think. Not to say that it's not replacing a lot, but a lot is relative. Like 1% of jobs is like millions, right? So it's very relative. Yeah, I would trust AI to run my car to an extent. Which is a weird thing to say, you know? I would trust it now, honestly. Um, to an extent. But in a unique scenario, like say there's a big accident or heavy weather, the very dangerous weather, I would not trust an AI to control the vehicle. Like if it's heavy rain, heavy winds, I would not trust it. But if it's regular, normal traffic, I think I would trust it. I think I trust the engineers that created the car to have enough software in it that it would do it. I think I trust the engineers that built the AI, but I wouldn't trust it with my bank account. The thing is, like, there's different AI is so broad. Like, would I trust AlphaGo driving my car? No. But would I trust the AI that the software engineers built to drive the car? Then yeah, I'm trusting the software engineers that built the AI to drive this car. So yeah, I'm trusting the AI, but I'm also trusting the software engineers that built this AI. I think there's a big difference. There's definitely a balance. I definitely agree with that. I am not supportive. I want to be clear, not supportive of theft. Okay, I am heavily supportive of ChatGPT. I am not heavily supportive of stealing libraries of information like, Adobe or something like that. Definitely not a fan of those terms of services, but the technology I am a big fan of. That, on the other hand, speaking of AIs, oh my gosh. Uh, can't even click this pop up in this. Whatever. Yeah, that AI. I think AI is too broad of a term. It's like saying board games. Do you trust board games to be complex? Do you trust board games to be simple? I think AI is a wrong word. I think it's not a good word or representation. I think a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you wouldn't say board games this, board games that. You would say this board game or that board game. Go, chess, checkers, tic tac toe. I think a lot of it's freaking I don't know. I think a lot of things in society is just fear mongering. Honestly, just making sales off of fear. There are genuine problems, but I think there's a lot of noise as well. Beats me. I try not to. I try to avoid it. I really don't want to know about the big issues. If it's not something that I can directly impact, I don't want to know about it. There's nothing I can do about the AI. I don't know enough about any of that. So I just don't want to know about it. I am enjoying happy ignorance. I am in support of like more development of technology, and I am in support of like people can constantly improve. I support a lot of things, I guess, but there's a lot of. I think the happiest I was when I was in like Korea, and I had no idea what the problems were. I think that is much better, honestly. If you're not into things that are going to actually affect these things, like if you're not into like politics or like helping your city, I don't know, all like some of these things are very some people need to do them, but I think for me it was better to just not know these things existed. It was nice to get away from all the noise, I guess. So in Korea, I'm like, oh, I don't know what the bad things are. All I see is the good stuff because I'm ignorant of the bad stuff. I don't know it. I can't read the words. I can't hear the words. Can't read the language. I can't hear the language. Can't speak the language. So it was a lot happier of a time. So it was a lot nicer to just like turn off all the hate, the noise, the fear. I had an enjoyable couple years where I just didn't have to stress about it. I think there's a balance to things you should stress about versus things you shouldn't. You can only handle so much. You're only one person. You have to choose where your impact is. I was in Korea for one. No, sorry. No. I was not in a couple years. I was planning for a couple years. I was there for 5 months because I cut the visit short. No, I did go there for Go and I did improve, but I'm good at Go because I've been doing it for 17 years, not because of 5 months. But I will say I genuinely loved the experience. It was one of the best times of my life. One of my greatest life experiences was going to Korea for 5 months. If you ever get the chance, go to another country. Go to a different continent, okay? Like get real cultural differences. Go to a different continent. Go somewhere far away. It was so good to get perspective of different cultures, different beliefs, different ways things are done. That's awesome. I could not do it for that long though. I got homesick after 5 months. 15 years, forget that. No, dude, I think you're good. Sit still. Like you're probably on the other end. Like you need to stop going places. Dude, I can't imagine like 15 years of traveling. That sounds awesome, but maybe like 3 months out of the year. Every year for 3 months you go somewhere. I think what I would love to do is have like a second house in Korea where I just go there for 3 to 5 months every year, every other year. and like go visit or go for a vacation a month or two at a time. I think it would be really fun. Um, I don't think I would want to constantly be changing though. I would love to go like back and forth. I would love to have like vacations, but I could not do 15 years. I could not do that. Oh man. I can't like I like shifting my bedroom layout around, but I can't do it like every freaking week. That's what that feels like to me. 15 years of not ever staying in one place. Yeah, but still, even months at a time for 15 years. Like that's less than a lease. Like leases are a year. So that would even be 15 times. You can ask me a question. I'm going to be wrapping up soon, but feel free to like ask me a question about it. I can take a look at something real quick. I think traveling is great. I think there's such a thing as too much. I could not do it that much. I think having a vacation for 1 to 3 months every year where you go somewhere far away, get perspective, get interesting things happening. I think it's really cool. I think it'd be fun. Having a stationary return to point, though, I think is very nice and stable. I think would be nice. So I think a little bit of both. $9K to $6K old KGS ranking. I don't know KGS rankings. I haven't used KGS in like a decade. So for me, that's like a very dated thing. But 9K to 6K, I will say ranks are probably 2 ranks stronger than what they were 10 years ago. So I don't know how long you've been playing, but you probably want to add 2 to whatever you were 10 years ago. 12K to 9Q on OGS. Typically, a lot of that is cutting points and making... Computer doesn't really matter after 15Q. Once you're 15Q, computer doesn't really matter. So you're too strong for computer to matter. I think the range you're talking about is usually about making sure your groups have bases and you're attacking from strength and watching your cutting points. Like this, for example. This is like completely unnecessary. This is just going to make your life difficult. Just make a base. Why can't I... What the heck is this? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Control, click, 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 click. I don't know if you guys can see this, but in the bottom right, if you control click, it actually will click the variation in chat. I didn't know that. My arm was literally on the control key. But if you control and then click, 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 it puts the coordinates in the text box. Dude, I found that out because my arm was laying on the control key. Why is that not taught? Where's the tutorial? Gotta get the tutorial. Freaking game design. Okay, what I was saying was... I may have known that one at some point. That one sounds familiar. But like these freaking tutorials, man. Anyway, make a base. I had my arm in the control key. Make a base. 2 space jump is for Sabaki. It's for running away quickly, but it's loose. It's cuttable. Yeah, I noticed that when I was accidentally clicking around. Also, don't high approach, low approach start points. Don't high approach start points. Yeah, this is a bad trade. If I was black, I would honestly just keep going. How far you want to go? You want to give me all this? Okay. And then I'm going to reduce your influence. You just gave me like 20 points. I would feel like 5, maybe 10 points ahead on that one. Just in those like 5 moves. Yeah, don't high approach start points. That's bad. You're giving your opponent too much cash. Every time this happens, this is good for black. Low approach start points. It keeps the invasions open. It makes sure that you're able to settle quickly. Don't try to compete with influence with star points. They're literally 0 territory, all influence. You're not going to out-influence a star point. And this is probably why you're struggling to get past 9Q. Look how much trouble you're in. Black has all of this territory, and you have everything is dying shape. You have a cutting point here. This stone is dying. No base, no eyes, very low liberties. All of this is because you're just not settling your groups. You played a cuttable shape, 2-space jump, elephant's eyes, knight's moves. All of these are cuttable shapes. They're used in situations, but they're not good for defense. They're good for surrounding things. They're good for distance if you need to like run away quickly, but they're not good for strength. They're not good for settling. This is another one right here. You have a cutting point, right? You have a cutting point. You need to fix it. But then you play something that is immediately going to activate this cutting point. You're like, oh, I want to respond here, but now you're going to get cut. I want to respond here. Oh, but now you die. Now you have 2 problems instead of 1. So you've made the situation worse. Instead of having 1 problem, you now have 2 problems. So you only need one thing at a time. So right now your biggest problem is 03. So let's try to settle that. I don't know how, but I don't know. Maybe start looking for some sort of base. I don't know where to go, but maybe I maybe start looking for some eye space and try to not die. Maybe sacrifice it and just make life in the corner. I don't know. Dude, that doesn't even work because of that. Oh my gosh, you're in so much trouble. It's only like 20 moves in and you're dying. Just make a base. Have you ever reviewed pro games from like the 1800s and 1900s? Let's do this. Wall theory. What is wall theory? We can just look at this. Let's go to a game. Let's go. Where can I go? Where can I go? Give me a year. Filter. Something. Filter. Give me a filter. Oh my gosh. How do I filter this thing? Why does nothing work like I want it to work? Whatever. Just click a game. Hopefully it'll prove my point. Okay. See how many floating groups they get. Okay. Life. Here, these are kind of connected because they're capturing the cutting stones. And an extension from your stones. Not a floating group. Nothing is cuttable. This looks cuttable, but there's variations. Just trust me, it's fine. And he even captures the cutting stones, right? He even makes sure, kills all the Aji. Okay, White plays low approach to the star point. Direction of play is a factor, but honestly, at 9Q, it's less direction of play and more stop getting yourself killed. Stop getting a weak group. Direction of play comes after you can play the game without dying. If you can't even get to the end of the game, you don't need to worry about direction. You need to worry about not dying. Like, there's no direction of play that is worth a 35-point corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, because that's 2 points. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, now let's count whites. 2 points for each stone of influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not influence because it's a peep. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to 36. If you're wondering why you're losing, you're at move 23. What is this? So 12 to 36. What is that? 36 minus 12. That is not how that works. Number lock. 36 minus 12. 24. Okay, you've lost 24 points in 23 moves. You have -1 point every single move. That's the irony here. That's what's happening right now. So Hey, look. Doing math on camera, I've stopped trying to do that for like years ago, okay? The camera makes your math skills plummet. Don't try it. Trust me. Just accept that you can't do math on camera. Yeah, don't put yourself at a 24 point advantage in like 23 moves. And this is because you're not settling. Just freaking don't be dead. Okay, you approach a corner, make a base, make a position. Okay, you're on your opponent's side of the board, settle. And when they're on your side of the board, threaten a position, right? In this case, I would threaten Sente. I would try to get Sente. So I could go up here and make a position. And then extend. And now I'm getting control of a square. Right? But everything is alive. I'm making positions to fight with. I'm spreading out. I'm making positions. I'm building influence. I'm not getting cut everywhere. Versus in this board, you have a cutting point right here. You have a weak stone, and this is the only stone on the board that's actually fine because it has Miai to make a base. So you have to think about your shapes. I think pro games from the 1800s and 1900s will really help you like get better at shape. But understand, like, you're getting yourself in really impossible positions. A ladder, you say? A ladder, you say? This is a ladder, you say? Let me check this. Because at a glance, I feel like it's not a ladder, but let me check. Okay, it looks like it is because that just doesn't work. And then even if that did, let's check this. The ladder goes that way. It's not even a ladder up there. It's a ladder down there, and it's not a ladder because the net doesn't work. It is a ladder because the net doesn't work. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of shapes there, but yeah. Once you solve a problem, it doesn't go to the next one. Are you lagging? Internet connections have been known to mess with the loading. So if you like disconnect in the middle of a puzzle rush and then reconnect, like if your Wi-Fi glitches for a second, or if you have significant lag, I have heard that interrupts. Because the way it works is once you solve the problem, it asks the database for the next problem. So if it can't access the database, it won't get anything and it'll stop. It'll freeze. I don't know what to do about that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to, because you can't preload puzzle rush problems. Because the problems increase and decrease in difficulty depending on how you solve them. So if you get it right, it goes up. I don't know. I wondered about that. Like, I can give you 100 problems, like, right off the bat, and then you could do them offline. That'd be fine. But I don't know which 100 problems to give you, right? How do I know which problems to give you? That I think that makes sense. Like, send it if it doesn't get it, send it, doesn't get it, send it, doesn't get it, if it doesn't get it, cancel everything. Really? Really? Is it happening multiple times? Because it should only happen, it should be rare. It should be really rare that it happens unless you're on really bad internet. So you said 8 problems. Okay, it's 3, 4. Don't overthink it. 5. Okay, I think it's something on the server then. It's not you. Let me check the status of bubble. Status.bubble. It had an outage today. Oh, no, it had an outage on the 28th. It says it's good today. That's weird. I don't know. It's not you, though. Well, the count is local. This is saved locally. So this doesn't ask the database every second what time it is. So this one's local. That's fine. But when you solve a problem, it asks the database for the next problem. Well, it was working yesterday. It was working 2 hours ago. Okay, let's give it until tomorrow. Let me know on Discord if it still happens tomorrow, because it might just be a server issue. It literally might be the host is struggling today, which I don't control the servers. I ask the server and it tells me yes or no things. It's like, hey server, can you give me the Go problem? And he'll be like, I don't feel like it. Because you don't want me running a server. You think some Echo Dragon's buggy now? Let me build my own server and I'll show you a bug. Yeah, let me know tomorrow. If it's not working tomorrow, I'll start really digging into it. But likely, if it's happening for everyone, then I guarantee you it's probably something that's outside of our control. If it happens tomorrow, though, let me know so I can start like digging into the data. It loves 5. And, that's probably because of some sort of preload. I want to say it's 3 or 5. It sounds like 5, right? Because I prefetch a couple problems in advance, and then as your rank goes up, you see how it's 0, 0, 0? So it looks like it's 3. It says, hey, get 3 problems. And then as you finish, I think the second one, it'll get more. So it tries to stay like 2 problems ahead of you. So I think it preloaded 3 and then maybe tried to stay 2 problems ahead of you and then lost connection. Yeah, let me know if it happens tomorrow. It's probably something outside of my control right now. Because I guarantee you it's a host thing. I guarantee you, though, chess.com has their own server. They have too much money. They would not be paying some like other company that's not a multi-billion-dollar company. I am hiring a company, and it's probably not the top tier company, but I can't host a server on my own. I just don't know how. There's no way I can do that. So I have to accept. I wouldn't be surprised. No, I think they use you can probably answer this, but they use is it Cloudflare or something like that? Cloudflare. Yeah, Cloudflare. Bubble uses Cloudflare hosting. Is that Amazon? Because that might be Amazon. Yeah. So if it lasts longer than a day, then it's probably my fault. If it's only like an hour and then it's fixed, I don't think it's my fault. But if it lasts longer than an hour, you might need to go see a doctor or tell Clossius that there's a bug. Okay, here going back into like criticizing this person. So you have a weak group right here. Knights must have a cutting point. You have a weak group right here, which granted is connected, but it's disconnected from right there. So you have another weak group right here, by the way. Okay, so you have three problems to worry about. Black has one right here and one right here. And this one is probably okay. It has eye space on the side. So black has 2, you have 3. Black has better connection with this one, and this one's super connected. you have bad connection, good connection, and you're getting surrounded right here. So just looking at comparing the statuses, it looks like you have the worst group and you have one more than black does. What about R6? R6. R6 doesn't do anything. Because I just block right here. So there's no Tsuji. Unless I freaking missed that. There's no Tsuji because of 5. So there's no way this can work. What do I go? Here, 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 here. That would be life. That would be annoying. I guess I can just go right here. Do I lose this capture race though? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would lose that one. Okay. I don't know. Maybe if you can read this far, maybe here, 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 here. Okay, if you can read all this, you can live. It's fine. It's fine. If you can read all that, you can live. At a glance, though, it looked like nothing was there. And this doesn't work because there's just not enough liberties. What if I just do this? Is this okay? Nah, because this is not enough liberties. But yeah, aiming for the cutting points is good instinct, though, regardless. I didn't read it deep enough, I'm sorry. I am not at your level yet. Here, I like this move. From 1 point jumps, you play the dog's face, right? So black is not only running away, black is cutting the white groups apart while running away. So you can understand, like, the fight is just going in black's favor. Everything of white's is getting cut right now. I do think black is losing track of these 4 stones, though. Yeah, that was too much. That was too much. I think if I'm black, I'm going to go probably like right here and then right here and then try to connect. This is my first thought. Maybe I'll go like this. Because you can't kill these stones with this many cutting points, right? There's no way. There's no way, like, you can... Wait. What if I go here? You go here. I go here. Do I just kill you? Are you just dead? I might just be able to kill you. I think I could just kill the cutting stones. So it's not even a fight, you're just dead. 1 don and 2 don on OGS has meaning. It's beyond that it doesn't really mean anything. Well, this is convenient. Oh my gosh. Okay, so black has what, 3 liberties? Black's just dead. If I just play this, right? 1, dun, 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 right? There's no way white wins this race. Well, this is not how I would fight this, but okay, you understand, like, the entire fight is revolving around what's being cut, what's not. I think 1 don on Fox is like 3Q OGS. I want to say 3Q is about 1 don Fox. That is my estimate, my guesstimate. That is my guess. Okay, but are you used to Fox? You can also be good against one style and bad against another. I'm talking in general, not you specifically. Heck, my Go Club members can beat me, but they can't beat the people I can beat. Okay, I think I've given you enough advice. Hopefully you can get by with the advice I've given. Yeah, hopefully this helps. All right, one more shout out to Samego Dragon. And also the Discord, if you have feedback, let me know in the Samego Dragon room on our Discord. I'm constantly working on features, and I'm constantly reading the feedback and like applying it in one way or another, or I'll like have a conversation with you about it. Puzzle Rush is the most popular feature, so that is free if you want to try. And then if you want to support progress of the app and get more features like the studies, sets, mistakes, etc., feel free to subscribe. And I did just launch lifetime membership for those interested. You can do the lifetime membership to support the immediate growth of the app and get lifetime usage of the app forever. But yeah, with that, hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun talking with you guys, and let's go ahead and find someone to raid. Samego stream and he's not using Samego Dragon. How dare. I'll raid you, I guess. Whatever. Maybe I can like bribe him to use Puzzle Rush and like see if I can convert. Gotta convert him. All right, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.